John aka Chicken Fillets here. Now recently I was able to pick up a Steam Deck. Now I am new to having a Steam library. My Steam library has HULLO in it. So I've been adding lots of things to my wish list. So with this in mind, we're going to have a look at 10 JRPGs that are on my Steam wish list. Now before we get cracking on, if you like JRPGs, talking about Steam Decks and also hearing a wee Scottish guy talk about it, well, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now without further ado, let's have a look. Final Fantasy IV, the 3D remake, which was originally released on the Nintendo DS. The fourth entry in the Final Fantasy series, we will be playing as Cecil, who turns from a Dark Knight to a White Paladin. This is the first Final Fantasy which brought in the ATB turn-based battle system. Now yes, this title is in my wishlist on Steam. Now I have played Final Fantasy IV a myriad of times, it's an awesome title, but I've never played the 3D remake. The version that I have played is the PSP remake. I really like that one. It came packaged with the After Years Final Fantasy IV sequel as well. Now I have heard some things about this title where there is quite a high spike in difficulty at various points within the game, but you know what? Final Fantasy IV is an awesome title, and I'm really looking forward to playing the remake version. Forspoken, the action JRPG from Square Enix, which was originally released on the PlayStation and then was released on the PC. Now in this we play as a female protagonist known as Frey, who has been whisked away from New York City to the fantasy world of Athea. Now this is an action JRPG where you will be using magic in long range attacks. Now yes, I can already hear people going, why do you want this on Steam? It's not great. Now I've played a fair bit of Forspoken on the PlayStation 5 and I really enjoyed what I was playing of it, but I never got round to completing it, and again this is just down to my poor time management skills. But honestly, I think this would be a game that I would really enjoy on a handheld system, the Steam Deck. Forspoken does get a battering from most folk, but you know what was there and what was presented, I really enjoyed it. But tell me, what is your thoughts on Forspoken? Let me know in the comments down below. Soul Hackers 2, the Atlas JRPG. Now this Atlas turn-based JRPG is available on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Now in this title we follow our protagonist Ringo in her fight against the Great One. And when I say the Great One, no, I'm not talking about The Rock from WWE. Now, the game has turn-based combat, which you would expect from many Atlas titles. Now this is a JRPG that I've been wanting to try out for a long time. Now for the longest time I've not done it because, well, there was never a Nintendo Switch port. But finally, having a Steam Deck, I will be able to play this portably. Soul Hackers 2 has got a great little reputation around it, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing this adventure myself. And I mean, come on, it's an Atlas JRPG, you know what you're in for an awesome time, amazing characters, and an awesome soundtrack. NEIR Replicant, the remaster of the Japan-only title, which is a prequel to NieR Automata. Now it was released on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. NEIR Replicant has multiple endings and it has the fast action-paced combat that you would expect from any Platinum game. Now if you're a friend of the channel, you'll be aware that NieR Automata is one of my all-time favourite JRPGs, but I've not actually played the original NieR or NEIR Replicant. It's been one that I really want to play, but never had a chance. And yes, I had my clown makeup on when I thought this was going to come to the Nintendo Switch. I mean, come on, NieR Automata did. Honestly, I cannot wait to try this title. It will be an utter banger, and I honestly want to compare it to NieR Automata and see how much I will love this title compared to that. Resonance of Fate, the Sega gun-wielding JRPG. Now this was originally released on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, with a 4K remaster on the PlayStation and PC. Now in this title we will be following 3 protagonists in their exploration of the Zenith structure. The game has a unique turn-based combat system where it's all about gunplay. Now this JRPG has been in my backlog on my PlayStation 3 for a good while, and it's been recommended on my channel a good few times in collaborations. Again, it's one that I really wanted to sit down and play, but I've never had the chance to do so. But again, with having the portability of the Steam Deck at hand, man, I really cannot wait to try this Sega JRPG. Now, if you have played this JRPG, what were your thoughts about it? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments down below.
They were simply pawns. The real villain in this piece has yet to be revealed.
Not being subscribed.
What? Fucking hell.
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, the third part in the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. Man, that was a lot to say. This title originally came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox, with a port available on the PC as well. Now in this, we are back in the shoes of Lightning in her quest to save as many souls as possible before the world ends in 13 days. This is an active turn-based combat system where you will be swapping between different suits which will give you different powers in battle. So for example, Lightning can dress up as Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Now Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII is my favourite game out of the trilogy. I mean, yes, I like Final Fantasy XIII in general, I know, boo, hiss, boo. I'm looking forward to replaying this title because it's been a good long time since I've actually played it, and the fact I'll be able to play it on the sofa whilst playing it on the Steam Deck is going to be awesome. And look, Final Fantasy XIII aside, I just think this is a solid game. I like Lightning as a character as well. Yeah, I should really stop digging a hole here, should I? Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, the second turn-based entry in the Yakuza Like a Dragon franchise. Now this is available on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Now this time round we will be following Ichiban in a new area, Hawaii. And the job-based turn-based combat is back in full swing like a Dragon. Like a Dragon series has been firing on all cylinders, and this title is really up for Game of the Year talks. Now, although I am yet to play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I have actually played the previous title, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I loved that title. It's such an awesome time. You fully know what to expect from a Yakuza game. There's so much substance within each title, so many mini games, so much fun to be had. I really cannot wait to play this game. Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was originally released on PS4 but got a port for PS5 and is on PC as well. Now this is the first entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, and we'll be following Cloud Strife and Avalanche in the Midgar section of the story. This is where we first got to experience the hybrid combat system of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It is utterly no secret that I would love this on the Steam Deck. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake. Come on, having that portably, that's going to be so much fun. Now, I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because, you know, I'm not made of money, but this is high up on my list to pick up. And with the game being Steam Deck verified as well, I know that it should be able to run straight from the get-go. Honestly, I love Final Fantasy VII Remake so much, I've talked about it way too much, have I? Persona 3 Reload, the remake of the PS2 JRPG Atlas Classic. This was released on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Now in this we will be following our protagonists in their investigation of the Dark Hour. And with this being a Persona title, yes, the turn-based combat is in full swing in this game. Now, would you believe that I've still not played Persona 3 Reload? Now, I have played Persona 3 before. I have it as a digital download on my PS3. And again, adding my clown makeup on, while I really thought that we would get a Switch port of this game, or it turning up on the Nintendo Switch too. But now, with having the Steam Deck like the other entries on this list, I will now be able to get this on that platform. Playing this game portably is going to be so much fun. I mean, Persona 3 in general is an awesome title. It has some amazing music, and the story, although it's dark, is fantastic. Now, with that all said and done, let's have a look at some honourable mentions. Now, we've talked about JRPGs on my Steam wishlist, but what about some games which are not JRPGs? Let's have a look. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, the remaster of the original Dead Rising game. Now, Dead Rising is an awesome title. It was the game which made me want to get an Xbox 360. Now, this got announced recently from Capcom, and this has basically borderline a remake of this title. I really cannot wait to play as Frank West again to annihilate zombies in this mall. Mass Effect Andromeda, and I can already hear people going, why? It's Andromeda. Look, I loved my time with Mass Effect Andromeda. If you're a keen-eye viewer on the channel, you'll notice that I do have a Mass Effect Andromeda poster in my room. Mass Effect is an awesome title, and I really cannot wait to play this portably. Death Stranding, the Hideo Kojima delivery game. Listen, I like Death Stranding. I have played a fair amount of it on the PlayStation 4, but again, like similar entries on this list, I just never got fully round to completing it. But having this on a handheld system, I really think I could be able to manage this. Now, Death Stranding, yes, it's essentially a delivery game, but from what I did play, I really enjoyed it. I'm a JRPG player, I'm used to fetch quests. Now, with this all said and done, let's have a look at the number one pick on my Steam wishlist. Cairn Mather's Curse, an indie Scottish JRPG from one-man developer Ross McRitchie. Now, this Scottish JRPG will be released on Q3 of 2024, however there is a demo available to play. Now, in this title we will be following our protagonist in his search for his mother, and you'll be fighting weird and wonderful enemies in turn-based combat. The title wears its influences, its Earthbound influences, on its sleeve. Now, I've mentioned this a lot, that this is a Scottish JRPG. This is because it's being developed in Scotland, and it's also featuring lots of Scottish heritage in this game. Now, I stumbled upon this just on a Google search when I thought, is there any JRPGs which have been made in Scotland? Because Scotland gave us Grand Theft Auto, gave us Lemmings. I mean, that's from the same developer, but anyway, I came across Cairn Mather's Curse and could not believe that there's going to be a Scottish JRPG. Now, I have played the demo of this game and I really enjoyed it. So if this title is up your street, make sure to wishlist it on Steam. So there we have it, 10 JRPGs that are on my Steam wishlist. What JRPGs are on your wishlist? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on this channel, well, please help me grow it by liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, you know what to do, hit that notification bell. This has been John, aka Chicken Fillets, and until next time, chatty bye.